All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight on our all teams, all participants call. Again, it is online. We weren't able to secure a location for the fall, but starting in January, we will be having in-person meetings, but we will also still record them as well for those who can't attend. But on behalf of myself, Susan Parasol, Tammy, Harley, and Angie, your Captain's Council, we have planned a great agenda for you, and we have lots of great information to share with you and some updates that are going on. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So you can see a picture of us. How to find one of Tammy, because she was somewhere else, but we found a picture and stitched her in there. But there's our beautiful faces in case you don't know what we look like. And our agenda, it looks like it's a lot of stuff, but I promise you it's stuff that we will be able to go through pretty quickly. This call is being recorded and Angie's helping to take notes, so we will have a recap of that written notes for everybody as long as the video, so you can watch it on our website later on. I won't go through the entire agenda, but you can see everything that we're going to be doing up there, and we'll have several of our ELT members speaking on some of these topic points. So as always, we always begin with the mission of the American Cancer Society. It's never a mission moment, it's a mission momentum, because we're always driving things forward. And to lead that momentum is our own Brad Peach.
Hello. Okay, well, this year, the American Cancer Society has turned 110 years old. Back there in 1913, cancer was a certain death sentence. In fact, people didn't even talk about cancer. It was a taboo subject. And then again, 1913, there were 10 doctors, 5 businessmen got together and decided that they were going to get some research going and solve this issue. And that was the birth of the American Cancer Society. So just a couple of accomplishments to validate your fundraising going up through the time. In 1947, Sidney Farber, an MD and an ACS research grantee, he discovered the very first successful chemotherapy treatment. In 1948, ACS pushed for wide adoption of Pap test, which decreased the cervical cancer deaths by 70%. This is all stuff that ACS has done. 1973, ACS study proved that mammography was the best tool for early detection of breast cancer. In 1997, ACS launched the first 24/7 cancer helpline for people fighting cancer and their families. Dropping back a little bit, or in 1954, a study confirmed the link between smoking and lung cancer, leading to a 50% decrease in smoking in the US. 1976, ACS adopted the Great American Smokeout on the 3rd Thursday of November, and that is in 2 days. The Great American Smokeout was created as an idea that if a smoker can quit for 1 day, then they can quit for 2 days or 3, and so on. If a smoker can quit for that, they can just quit. November also is National Lung Cancer Awareness Month. And so why is this important? Well, it's important because lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related death in both men and women. Smoking is the leading cause of lung cancer. Smoking is also the leading cause of preventable death in both men and women. The overall, for lung cancer, the overall 5-year survival rate of lung cancer at this point is only 28%. That's why we need the research. We need to be able to get in there and knock that out. Currently, there are 400,000 Americans that are living with lung cancer. In your lifetime, your odds of developing lung cancer are 1 in 16. Now, you'd think knock off the smoking, and that's going to get rid of about half the lung cancer or more. But there are still 34 million Americans that are still smoking cigarettes. That's not counting cigars, pipes, or vaping, just cigarettes. So I will task all of us to get one person to stop smoking on the Great American Smokeout. Everybody knows somebody who smokes. With 34 million people smoking, we all know somebody that will go outside and light up a cigarette. So my task to everybody is get one person to quit for one day. That this coming Thursday, the Great American Smokeout. If they can quit for that day, they can quit. And that's where we are with that. This information and a whole lot more. And I really would advise everybody go online and look up the history of the American Cancer Society. It's fascinating. There's a whole lot more that's happened. I just read a couple of very cool highlights. And finally, I want to talk about coming up tomorrow at Henry Mayo Hospital. They have a program that's called Girl Talk. And this is going to be the final one of the year, but they'll start up again in 2024. They typically do it about once a month, and they have different subjects. Tomorrow's subject is lung health. Starts at 5:30 and goes to 6:30. There are adult beverages and as well as soft drinks. There are hors d'oeuvres, and there are several speakers that are going to be very interesting that have to do with lung health, specifically within women. So, and it is going to be at Henry Mayo at the Henry Mayo Center, which is where our meetings are. So if you've been there, you know where that is. And that's all I've got.
All right. Thank you so much, Brad. Really appreciate that. Yeah, this is Henry Mayo, one of our sponsors. So we want to make sure that we can share this information out with everybody here. So you have an opportunity to participate yourself or invite other people to be a part of it. And as we have more opportunities from our other sponsors, we'll go ahead and share those out as well. You know, we're all about one giant community. And so we want to make sure that we all share the information together. And if you're not watching the chat box, Abby's also putting stuff in there for you guys, information. Like I said, this recording will be shared out later on, and we'll also have a recap that will be typed out so everybody can read that there. But you can also use the chat feature as we're talking if you have questions, and somebody will help answer them for you. So thank you so much, Brad, for our mission momentum. We are moving forward with the mission of the American Cancer Society, and what we do is so important. Well, Angie, you want to give a little talk of what's going on here?
Hello. For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Angie. I'm one of your captain's counselors. So this year our theme is Disney and May the 4th be with you. So it's May the Cure be with you because it's on May 4th. It's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Let's see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope everyone is actually able to go and have a booth. Let's see. So with our Disney and Star Wars theme comes decorations and how to, get your booth all nice and pretty and activities and fundraising at your booth. With that, it doesn't have to be Star Wars. It can be Star Wars and not Disney. It can be Disney and not Star Wars. It doesn't have to be either one. There are a ton of different Disney movies that you can go with. With Star Wars, one of the activities that I've always wanted to do, and we may do at my booth at Buck Juniors this year, is if you get pool noodles and you use like different types of tape on there, you can make them look like lightsabers, and you can have people like fundraise to lightsaber battle with pool noodles. Like, it's an easy and fun activity that you can do to raise money to help us out. Obviously, we're pirates, So I'm going to make them look like pirate swords. So, but yeah, a lot of fun. So yeah, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. May 4th at Central Park.
All right. And as we, throughout the rest of our season, we're going to share some more ideas, and we want to hear from you guys too. What ideas are you thinking of doing at your campsite, or something you're like, hey, has anyone ever done this, and how did you do it? That's what we're here for, a source of information. So thank you so much, Angie. We're looking forward. We're going to, if we don't already have the flyer up on our website, we'll make sure we get the flyers up there for those of you that want to go ahead and share it out with not just your team members and survivors, but your place of work, going around your neighborhood, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting whatever else you're getting done. This is a good opportunity to start advertising. So now, moving forward, I'm going to pass this over to our event leads. We're always looking for a few great volunteers to help out, whether it's small term or long term or anything in between. So take it away.
Thanks, Jen. Basically what Jen said, we're constantly looking for volunteers, whether it be on our ELT, helping with the leading up planning of the event, or if it's just the day of. We especially need volunteers in the early mornings and the late evenings is when we constantly have problems getting volunteers. But if you can volunteer, or if you know anybody that can volunteer, or even groups that can provide volunteers, if you lead them in our direction, we'd be happy to get them information.
All right, thank you so much. And running along those themes, one of the other places that we talked about needing volunteers. Amy, you want to continue on? Or Sam or Kelly?
Sorry, I could not unmute my microphone. You're talking about other volunteers needed where? I'm sorry, Jen.
Well, community outreach.
Oh, yes. Okay. So community outreach is another place that we need help, especially with our ELT. So if you can table events such as we just did Touch a Truck or other events, if you know any church groups that can take part in this, like in sponsoring or hosting events or anything like that. If you know any businesses that want to maybe either take part in Relay for Life, or again, like I said, do sponsorships, we have the community outreach that does all of those things.
Thank you. And you can see on the screen, like Amy says, we were at Touch a Truck, and we also had volunteers at I think it was called the Coffees and Car Shows over at the Porsche dealership there, so any opportunities that we can come on out, set up a table and share the mission of the ACS and, connect with people is always a great way to get out there in the community. And so if you know of places, or if you've got connections to places, because a lot of times we can find places, but we just don't have the connections to find the right people to talk to be there. So let us know about that. All right. Moving along. So do we have any updates, event leads, on our Relay First Lap? Any information to share at this point?
Yeah, so first, you guys can hear me, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, our Relay First Lap will be January 6th, 2024, and we are planning on having it at Central Park at 10 a.m. So come at Central Park at 10 a.m. If the weather is good and allowing, we'll have a picnic after we do our first lap. So yeah, we would love to see all you guys there.
Yes, it was a lot of fun last year when we did it at Central Park. It can get a little cold around that time of year, so make sure you dress in layers. And if you can't join us at Central Park, do it wherever you're at. If you're at home and you want to walk around your house, go ahead and do so. If you want to walk around the block, if later on in the day you want to walk around, just go ahead and do so. If you can snap pictures or video of yourself and post it on social media with the hashtag Relay First Lap and hashtag SCV Relay, so we can capture those pictures for our photo album that we keep track of, we really appreciate that. So a lot of fun. Okay, so we are in the middle of November, which is the middle of our fall fundraising challenge. This is a challenge where all registered participants raise $350 throughout the month of November. So November 1st to the end of November 30th. Has anyone hit this yet? Has anyone actually hit their $350? Oh, Abby says there's two so far that have already earned their long sleeve t-shirt.
Actually, 3. I want to say 3, actually.
Oh, 3. All right.
I know we have at least 2 winners on the call right now. We have Kathleen Pavard, who earned hers. Yvonne has earned hers. And Patty Shinozaki from Team Pampered Chef.
Awesome. And I know Erin's working pretty hard to get close to that goal there. So I'm sure she'll get there. Oh, and okay, Laura, yes, I see you pointing to yourself.
There might be some I don't know about, but those were just the 3 that I knew off the top of my head.
Absolutely. So there's still, go ahead.
I have Carolyn Beatty from Babes for Boobs has already made hers. And I am literally $30 away from getting mine. So it'll happen whether I do it or I get it.
Wonderful. We love hearing that. So please, this is a great opportunity. And it's a cool looking, I haven't seen it in person yet, but according to the graphics and the video that's online, it looks like a pretty cool jacket slash sweatshirt. I don't know how you call that, but it's a quarter zip sweatshirt style, and it's got the one sleeve that says every cancer, every life. And that's so important with the mission of ACS when you're out there, so this will be kind of a great way to advertise the mission of ACS and a great conversation starter. So, you got plenty of time to be able to still get this in, and yeah, we're going to go on from there. So,
Jen, I'm going to share in the chat really quick a link to acsresources.org that has more information about the challenge, but it also has a video of somebody sporting the jacket, so you can kind of see what it looks like on an actual person.
Perfect. Thank you, Abby. And then there's another nationwide challenge that starts when we do our Relay First Lap, and that is called the Pack to Track Registration Challenge. So this is all the events, all the Relay for Life events across the nation, excuse me, have an opportunity to win a really cool, well, Abby, exactly what, I was a bit unclear of all the things that they could potentially win for their event if they are one of the qualifying.
So it's an event stipend. So really what that means is we have the opportunity to decide what would make our event more successful, whether it be, like new signage for our event to tell the community about Relay for Life. We always know that we can never have too much signage to tell people that Relay's happening. Inflatables, we just got a brand new purple arch, so we probably don't need one of those. But having a local film crew come out to film our event, help us with our marketing and promotional materials so that we can continue to share with the community that Relay for Life is happening and what it's all about. So there's a few different ways that we could use the stipend, not if, but when we win it, because I know we will. We're all gonna get everybody we know signed up. And just figuring out what works best for our event. We know that Relay for Life events across the US are not one size fits all. So what will help our event grow?
Perfect. And there's also it's another sort of Pack to Track challenge that's sort of thrown in there. And this is about recognizing 2 events with the largest growth of survivors that are registered, and they get to win a special survivor caregiver prize pack that includes, a series of stickers and some rebranded survivor and caregiver banners there. So the challenge starts January 6th, which happens to be Relay First Lap, and runs for 1 month all the way through February 6th. Now, every event has to qualify. They have to have X number of participants already registered by this certain date. So then the number is the number that is over what they had. So it's numbers that we did last year at the same time. So wherever we ended last year during this particular challenge is our starting point. So then it's the number of participants above that we're going for. And so they have 2 ways that events can win. One is either number of participants over that goal or percentage increase. So I don't know which one we got last year, how we won it, if it was percentage or number, or could have been both for all we know. But Abby, once Abby gets the final number, she'll let us know. And if we're not at the starting point, you're going to hear us go, guys, help us get this starting point so that way we can go above. Any questions on that so far? All right, moving along. Whew, hope for the holidays. So you know about that fall fundraising challenge to try and raise $350? Well, here's one way to help you get your long sleeve shirt. So first off, I just want to give a huge shout out. Thank you to the following teams: Got Cure, Babes for Boobs, Buccaneers, Chemo Amigos Toys for the Cure, Pampered Chef Help with Cancer, Peace, Love, and Cure, and Team Donnie for donating these great prizes towards our Hope for the Holidays. And it's been going well. Some of you have already started trickling in your ticket trackers of tickets that you've sold. Some of you are going to wait until later on in the month to send them. That's fine too. Whatever works for you, as long as Abby gets everything by the designated date so she can confirm everyone's donations in time there. But this is open to everybody. We know that not all teams were able to donate. Maybe they couldn't get a prize in time or what have you there. But that doesn't mean that they can't help, collect donations to be a part of this Hope for the Holidays and kickstart their fundraising, whether it's as a team or as an individual. So, this is open to everyone that's registered for Relay and wants to be a part of this. I know I've got a few tickets in myself, so pretty excited. I know a few others, like I said, a few of you have already turned in your ticket trackers. So this is a great way. I think the last year was a little over $4,600. I think we had raised from this last year, roughly. And I think the year before, when we first started, it was almost 3,500. I think there. So we've been increasing on this every year. So this would be really cool if we're able to do this. It's only $10 donation, or multiples of. So it could be 20, 30, 50, 100. Whoever would like to donate that amount, and they get X number of tickets that correspond to that. And they get to, they're entered into all prizes. They don't get, there's an FAQ that we have listed on there. And Teresa did a fabulous job. If you've not been onto the website recently, she created a link that gives more details on every single one of these prizes. So you can see and read what's actually in all these prizes. We have been promoting them on social media as well. We promote them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays because it's 10 prizes. So we have it timed out so that way our last prize goes off on Black Friday, or as I call it, Purple Friday. So and then, just doing a big push. So when you see those social media events, please go ahead and share them, like them, help us, gain more traction so we can get more people. And this is open nationwide. So if you've got family, friends out of state, they can participate in this. We'll work out the logistics of whoever sold that winning ticket to that person that's out of state, working out the logistics of having to get that prize to them. But we hope you guys have been having fun with this, and hopefully you've been successful so far. And if you have any questions, we know some of you go, hey, I've got one giant check to turn in there, but I'm doing it for several different donors. All you got to do is just let Abby know that information so that way she can make sure that appropriate tickets for those donors get credited. If you're doing one giant check, we understand that. So that's okay. It can be broken down. For the teams that have the prizes, we're going to be doing the drawing on December 12th, and we'll go into more details later on what's happening on December 12th. If you cannot get the prize to there by December 12th, if for some reason you're just going to be out of town or you can't make it, you can make arrangements to drop them off at our local Discovery shop. Just make sure that it's labeled SCV Relay and Abby Smith on there, and then you email Abby to let her know that you dropped off the prize on this date so she can go to the Discovery shop and pick that up there, or she'll make arrangements with one of the event chairs to go pick it up there. So that way they have all the prizes when they go live on December 12th. Any info to add to that, Abby?
Nope, no info. Just to say, again, like Jen said, this is open to all teams to participate and raise funds with. So take advantage of this. This is a really great way to raise funds. Your ticket trackers are due in, I believe we put it on December 2nd. So you have plenty of time to get those donations in. We're only halfway through November, so you still have at least another 2 weeks to get some more donations to your fundraising page and help you earn that jacket.
All right, perfect. Well, now we're going to hear from some of our events that we just had happen. So let's talk about Bark for Life. Who's had the opportunity to go out there? It looked like a lot of fun based on the pictures. So let's hear a recap how that went.
Oh my God, what a great event. It turned out so spectacularly. The day was a beautiful day, but the wind did blow. The great thing is, if you look at all the pictures that came through, it didn't look like there was any wind at all. But having said that, the event was well turned out. Everybody that helped out with the goodie bags, God, thank you so much. They were the best I think we've ever had. We probably had 75 people come in, dogs. Everybody enjoyed all of the events, the games. And I'll get to the really good part. We had a fundraising goal of $8,000, which we blew past to $10,685.
Woohoo! Yay!
So that was just absolutely fantastic. I think everyone had a good time. Kathleen, do you have anything, or is she on here?
I will just add, for those of you who are Relay for Life teams and participants that also did fundraising for Bark for Life, the funds that you've raised on the Bark for Life website will be rolled over to the Relay for Life website in December. So you can look out for that then.
All right. Well, we hope everyone had a barking good time. So thank you so much. And up next, coming up this Saturday, I don't know if Kathleen, are you here?
It looks like she might have dropped off by maybe mistake.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it is our holiday boutique, and I know Kathleen had been working hard getting this all put together. So it'll be from 10 to 3. We've got lots of vendors there. We've got our raffle. Susan, our raffle queen, will be there with her raffles going on. We know we got several of our Relay for Life teams that will be there selling stuff there. So, please come on out and help support as much as you can. This is a great opportunity to kickstart your holiday shopping if you hadn't, and to help support all of these local businesses. It's so important to support them. So and hopefully the weather will hold off and not be bad for those that are outside, so.
I can give you a couple updates. I've been working with Kathleen on the event.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we were just over at the church today. She got home last night from several days in New Jersey seeing her family, so she's probably just exhausted. But anyway, yeah, it looks great. The church is so welcoming to us, and we're very excited. The new thing this year, we're having a food truck out. So it's called Ahuevos. I think they were at 2 relays ago. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it's kind of a brunch fusion thing. And so we're excited. We hope that draws people from the street as well. And we're very full. We're very excited about that. We're hoping the weather is good, of course. And we could use a couple of volunteers. I know we put out a notice to some people today on email wondering, because Starbucks is generously donating, like they did for Bark, coffees and things that we can sell, that be donations, and we need someone to take care of that station, to accept the donations, and just put the coffee in the cups. So if anyone's interested in some real fun, please let me know, or let Kathleen know. That would be great. That's on Saturday morning. And otherwise, please come. Just come. It's fun. Get some shopping done. See all the teams.
All right. Thank you, Carol, for that update. Yeah. So if you have the opportunity, come on out. It is a lot of fun. All right. Moving along. Laura, you're up. What's going on?
Hey, in case anybody doesn't know me, I'm Laura, and I am the co-chair for the survivors and caregivers this year, along with Leslie. For Relay 2024, we are very excited to announce we are going to have a Survivor dinner event. Save the date for the event. It will take place on March 16th in 2024 from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Elks Lodge in Candy Country. We will have dinner, raffles, guest speakers. We will show the Luminaria slideshow, maybe even a few games. How can all you team captains be a part of this fun evening, you ask? I'll tell you. It says, first, make sure all of your teammates that are survivors register for your team. They must be registered for Relay in order to attend the dinner. The event is free for survivors, and they can bring one caregiver each. Second, we would like to have the teams either sponsor a table for 8 by providing a rectangle tablecloth, plates, plasticware, cups, napkins, all that for place settings for 8. Or you can provide a raffle basket or an item for our raffles. Or you can do both if you'd like. That's fine too. We are working on a theme for the evening, for the event. We will get that info to you soon. Leslie will be keeping track of who signs up to come. We'll be limited on space, so be sure and register soon. I will keep track of the table sponsors and who's bringing raffles. You can register your survivors at scvrelay.org. Sign up for the dinner at survivors@scvrelay.org. Also, you can use this link to sign up for sponsor tables and other information. Save the date cards will be mailed out soon to the survivors. And as for Relay itself, we will have a survivor area as usual. We will have a light breakfast and snacks. We will have survivor ceremony and lap, hand out medals and goodie bags in the survivor area. But it won't be an all-day survivor area. For those survivors coming later, you'll be able to pick up their medals and goodie bags either at the kids camp or at the mission booth. And we'll have more on that later. So I think that's about it for now, but I'm excited about this dinner. It's going to be an off-site event, something other than at Relay itself. So I'm very excited about this.
As are we. It's actually been, our last one was before the pandemic came about there. So it's really nice that we were able to get back into this. So
yes, I'm very excited for it.
So remember, Pack the Track Challenge. There's also Survivor Registration Challenge within there, so we can get them going at the same time.
Exciting. I'm excited about that. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Laura, for your update. Next up, we have Yvonne. So Yvonne,
Jen,
take it away.
Jen, we have a hand raised. Hold on, really quick.
We do?
Kathleen has a hand raised.
Was
Sorry,
she able
Kathleen,
to get
we still can't hear you. I don't think so. We still can't hear you, Kathleen. You're not on mute, but I can't hear you. Might still be having technical difficulties.
Kathleen, if you want to text either Abby
Yeah.
or me, that might be better for you, and we can just read what you're saying.
We got her in the chat, so we can do the chat.
Or in the chat. Okay, perfect. All right, so back to you, Yvonne.
Thank you, Jen. Hello, everyone. It's been a while, and it's very great to see all of you that are here. I'm going to keep mine very short because I asked at the last minute to speak. If you have any questions and you need further details, just contact me and I'll go through anything you need to know. This year, Abby was very gracious to get purple luminary bags for us to have online for online luminary requests. These, along with the $10 white bags, will be there. The purple bags will be $20 donation, and the white ones will be the $10 donation. I am not going to make the purple bags available for checkout because we're limited on those purple bags. So if anyone wants to get purple bags, to make a donation and they want them from me, they will need to make that donation with me and I will give them the purple bags. Like I said, we're limited on how many we have, so I'm not going to put them out for checkout. The white bags will be there available for checkout through me, just by contacting me or at the team captains meetings. I'm going to ask everyone to check their supplies, and if they have any white bags, please get donations off those bags first. Sell those bags first before you check out any more bags. Our bags are really precious to us, to me, because they come from donor money. And so I'm very careful with them and I do keep track of them. Not all the white bags were turned in for the 2023 season. So I'm going to ask that anybody who has white bags, please use those first and then come to me to check out additional bags. If anybody, when you solicit online luminary requests, if anybody that you talk to, if they would like a picture of the person that they're honoring or remembering, I can have that done for them. What needs to happen is either they need to contact me or you contact me and give me the date that the luminary, online luminary request was made so I can match them up. Give me the person's name and if it's an honor or in memory and the date that the online luminary request was made and I'll match it up. But I will make that available. I did it for a few people last season, but I think it'd be nice for anybody who's interested in having a photo of the person that they're honoring or remembering. I'm going to have the Canned Good Challenge again. Since Santa Cruz Valley Relay for Life is 26 years old for our 2024 season, the winning amount is going to be $226 put on the team's page that collects the most cans. I'm going to ask though, because I want to make it more organized. First of all, I appreciate all the cans I got last season. The Santa Cruz Valley food pantry was so happy, so excited. And so it's a win-win. It holds down our luminary bags and the pantry gets all those canned goods. So they were quite happy last season. I'm going to ask though, to start collecting them now, but please box them, put them in a box because the boxes are easier to store, to handle, to transport. The bags got really kind of messy and a little just chaotic. So I really don't want any bags. I'd rather have them in a box. And the canned goods your collections are on the honor roll system. I'm going to ask you to put a note in the box with your team name and how many cans are in there. And that's all I need. I'm not going to go back and count them. And then I'm going to have a tracker on the teams and how many cans that they have turned in. And I actually, when I track, I put the date that I received those canned goods. So the teams were so awesome last season. They were just amazing. And I really appreciate it. Now, as far as collecting the cans, you can bring them to the team captains meeting, or you can contact me and we'll make arrangements for pickup. I want to make it as easy and simple for all of you and make it easy for myself as well. Again, I'm going to end here, but if anybody has any detailed questions that they'd like get information on, just call me, text me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you, Jen.
All right. Hey, Yvonne, do you know how many cans we had collected last year, approximate?
Oh, you know what? I can go back and I think I posted it last year when I announced the winner. I put it on the team captain's page, but I'll go back to my notes. But it was thousands. It was a lot. It was a lot. I mean, the food pantry truck was filled to the gills. It was all filled up. They were just so elated, so happy. So yeah, we did really well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all you did with those canned goods. And again, we'll have that contest again. $226 will go on the team page who collects the team that collects the most cans. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Yvonne. And we'll gather all that information from Yvonne in a nice flyer, and we'll have that posted on our website for everybody to have access to. So thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
All right, moving along. It is the holiday season. It's hope for the holidays. And, we're super excited. There's always some great ideas that you could do for holiday fundraising. And we're going to turn this over to our own Susan Parasol. Hopefully her microphone's working. But Susan,
Is it working?
we hear you.
Is it working? Okay, good. That's why I sent you the email just in case. All right. So hi, everybody. So we know that the holidays are a really busy time of year for us all. But if you could save some time from your own busy schedules, here's a few ideas to boost your team's fundraising during this holiday season. Use a season of giving to get your family, friends, co-workers involved too. So possibly some ideas. Maybe offer a holiday service of untangling those nasty Christmas lights, decorating a home and tree, assembling toys, gift wrap, watch the kids while parents do holiday shopping, make an ugly Christmas sweater for a friend to wear to a party. That would be fun. Maybe check with if you know any local realtors or companies that like to send out holiday cards to their clients. Maybe you could address their envelopes and stamp them and stuff the cards in. Maybe paint some store windows with a holiday winter theme. Another idea, plan an event where kids can write letters to Santa, decorate gingerbread houses. I saw Five Below has them again, assorted kits for $5. Make cards and crafts for their family. They can play some holiday games. Some teams from other relays have been successful with the letter to Santa ideas. And there's a couple of pages I'm going to post on the Team Captain Facebook page to help you out doing that. Asking for a donation for your service and time. It may not be much, but every few dollars adds up to a lot of dollars. So see what you can come up with. Let us know if you have any more ideas, or let us know what's been successful. That's it.
All right. I would suggest offering to shovel snow off of driveways, but that's not possible here in Santa Clarita.
Okay. Well, what about raking leaves? It's not too early to get started. Holiday
I
is
love
also
the letters to
Thanksgiving.
Santa.
Yeah.
I love
Anyone
the
out-
letters to Santa idea. That's so cute.
Has anyone out there seen any great holiday fundraising ideas or done something themselves? No? Okay. Well, thank you, Susan, for sharing. Those are great ideas. Appreciate that. And that's what we're here to do, to share the ideas and to share ways that you guys can further increase the mission of the American Cancer Society. So moving along, we got upcoming fundraisers or ongoing fundraisers going on there. So the Buccaneers team's got the Scottish shortbread fundraiser going on there. I get to pick mine up at the Holiday Boutique. I can't wait. Yum, yum, yum. They freeze great. So that's why I made sure I doubled my order there, because they tend to last for me. Beauties Against the Beast has got the Seas candy. So if you haven't seen Abby posting all over social media by now, then I can't help you on that at all. But it's also on our website, a great opportunity to either get candy for yourself or candy for other people, or even gift cards. But that does end on December 1st, folks. So got to get your orders in there. Got Cure is still selling raffles for their Quick Cut Explorer Air 2 raffle. I know it's a crafting machine, but just hearing it makes me think it's some type of, Christmas Stories BB gun. I don't know why. It just sounds that way to me, but I know it's one of those Quick Cut crafting, scrapbooking, card making stuff there. So if you're into that, you can enter in for the drawing. You can reach out to the Got Cure team led by Kathleen and Carol. One of our new teams, Wish Upon a Cure, is putting together a Popcornopolis fundraiser. We're just trying to get the final last details from them because it's supposedly starting tomorrow. So we're hoping that we get the final details to share out that flyer with them. And Babes for Boobs, Erin, are you on the call? You want to talk about what's coming up and what your Super Bowl fundraising pool is? Some people may not understand what that is.
I am here. So this is probably our, I don't know, 6th annual Babes for Boobs 50-50 Super Bowl fundraiser pool. It's $5 a square, and we have 100 squares on a board. Last year we did 5 boards, which was amazing. I'm hoping to do at least 5 again this year. And the winner, whoever wins the Super Bowl, whoever has that square that has the correct numbers in it, they're drawn after we get everything filled and we know which teams are in the Super Bowl, will win 50% of the pot. I will tell you that 90%, oh, that's true. It's not 50-50. I apologize. There is a breakdown of, for the first quarter, the halftime, the third quarter, and the final payout. I apologize. My mind has been on Big Brother and Survivor 50-50s that we've been doing. But yes, so there's payouts for all 4 quarters. And it's a great way to raise money and to have, even if you don't like football, it's a great way to enjoy the game because you have a chance. And I will say last year, I probably had 75% of the people that won donate back to our relay team. So that was awesome too.
All right. Thank you, Erin, for sharing that. So she's starting that on November 22nd. Again, we're refreshing a flyer up for that one, so that way you can definitely reach out to her if you want to participate in the Super Bowl squares. And of course, we got our Hope for the Holidays, giveaway that ends at the end of this month there. So that's another one of our fundraisers. Again, if you've got an upcoming fundraiser coming up, please send an email to teams@scvrelay.org. That way we can go ahead and get it shared out with everybody. If I'm missing a fundraiser right now, if you've got a fundraiser happening this month or next month, here's your chance. Speak now. Let us know. Nope. Okay, I guess we're caught up to date. That's rare. Sometimes there's somebody that comes in at the last minute with a fundraiser and we're like, ah! So we scramble to try and get it together there. So thank you, everybody. All right. We're getting close towards our lovely hour here, but we still got a few more things to share with you. So one of the great resources that Brad and I and Abby and almost anybody else uses there, it's called acsresources.org. It used to be known as Relay Connect, but they've done a lot of research and a lot of updating. And so now this is acsresources.org, and it's for all of the making strides against breast cancer. It's about ACS on campus. It's Relay for Life. It is just, Abby, will you stop putting up all of the links for C's Candy? Jeez, we get it already. Wow.
I just added ACS resources. That's what I just added.
Sure. But anyway, this is a great resource for everybody, whether you are a volunteer, a participant. This is different from cancer.org. So cancer.org is really heavy on all of the, cancer information, patient services and programs that are available there. And there is some that is shared on the ACS resources, but this is a great idea. You can connect with other relayers around the world. You can see all the fundraising ideas. You can look up, if you're trying to find something, hey, Jen, do you have that team thermometer? I can't find it. It's on acsresources.org. Hey, Jen, I need some ideas of how to reach out and recruit new team members. It's on acsresources.org. Anything you could possibly think of, it's there. And if it's not there, guess what? You tell us, we tell the national team that's in charge of this, and I'll guarantee you in less than a month, it's going to be on there. So, it's a great resource. I use it a lot. I'm sure I know Brad uses it for when he's looking up mission stuff as well to share. So it's a great resource. We hope you have an opportunity to go check it out and just browse through it. Even look at the other ones, like Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. See what they're doing. Maybe there's some ideas on there that you can then translate to use for your teams. Why not? We're not just purple. We're not just pink. We are the American Cancer Society, and we are red, white, and blue. We are all colors, every cancer, every life. If you don't hear that stressed enough, we recognize everything. So please, if you have an opportunity, check it out. And who's to say that maybe in upcoming meetings, we might give a hint beforehand to look up something on acsresources.org, and maybe you shout it out at a team meeting, and maybe there might be a prize or an opportunity. You never know. This Captain's Council, we try to come up with creative things, and sometimes we use this resource to find those creative ideas. So keep a lookout for that. Moving along. All right. Speaking of Captain's Council, we do our best to try and make your meetings informative and fun, but we want to know, what do you really want to know about in these meetings? We're not meeting in December. We're going to be meeting in January. So we're going to have January, February, March, and April. So that's 4 months. What do you want to know in each of those months? What are some ideas? Can you tell us? You want to drop it in the chat? You want to come off mute and tell us what you'd like to know more of? Do you want to know more about mission stuff? Do you want to know more about fundraising stuff? What do you want to know? I mean, we can come up with an agenda every month, but if we're not getting the information that you're desperately looking for, it doesn't, we want to help you. So tell us what you want to know. And if you want to think about it and email us on later on at teams@scvrelay.org, go ahead and do so. But we definitely want to know what you want to learn in future meetings. So anyone brave enough to want to come off mute and actually throw out some suggestions? No? I wish I won the lotto so that way I can entice people with the large donation right now to make a suggestion. Darn it. Who lives up in Fraser Park that won that last $1 billion lotto? We need to go find that individual. All right, so again, just let us know in the future. I do see somebody's typing. Is that you, Abby? Are you typing right now? No? Oh, somebody's typing. Okay. Well, we'll give it a few seconds and see what it is they want to let us know. But yeah, we definitely want to make sure we continue to make these meetings fun and informative for you, and share out what you want to know.
Can I just say, I really liked the opportunity to hear more fundraising ideas, because I think a lot of times when teams first get started, it might be like writer's block, right? Like the hardest part is just getting started and figuring out how I can get started, or what are some easy ideas that don't make it feel so daunting. So I love the different ideas for holiday fundraising and fundraising based on time of year. That's always very fun.
Yeah, especially since, next year is a leap year. So hint, hint, there might be a leap year challenge in the place, and you never know what other stuff's going on. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Moving along. Abby, what is some news that we can use?
Yeah, so nice, Susan just added a Sadie Hawkins dance. That sounds fun. So we started off this meeting today kind of learning about the 110 years of wins of the American Cancer Society. What has led us in our history to today in the fight against cancer. And I'm excited to tell you a little bit about what's next, and what's our future in the fight against cancer. So a few of you have probably heard of our CPS studies, where we have cancer prevention studies. One of those studies is the reason on why we found the connection between lung cancer and smoking, was because we were able to have participants in the thousands from all across the country participate in these population studies. One that is coming up that's next, it's called Voices of Black Women. It's similar to those studies in that it's participants who are getting registered to participate from all over the US. This program, really why we're doing this and why we're doing it now, is we want to understand how the unique and lived experiences of Black women impact overall health and cancer risk. For example, we know that Black women are 40% more likely to die from breast cancer than white women, despite similar incidence rates. Why is that? We want to know. We want to find out. We are not able to end cancer as we know it for everyone until we understand why everybody gets cancer and why cancer affects different populations in different ways. So again, similar to the CPS studies, participation in this involves completing a health and life survey 2 times per year for at least the next 30 years. So that's a great chunk of data that we'll be able to learn and implement into the research projects that we do, into the treatment programs that we have. Right now, we are enrolling participants in Georgia and Virginia, but keep an eye out because registration will happen in California starting in May, right when our relay happens. You can learn more about this program by visiting voices.cancer.org, but I'd love to read a little bit for you of what's on this website because I think it's really good. So, why now? For generations, Black women have not been equally included in important health research, resulting in lack of information specific to Black women's health, including Black women in research. And it's a crucial step towards improving cancer outcomes and eliminating those disparities that I mentioned. By joining together, we can gain valuable insights into the diverse experiences and health challenge faced by Black women and learn how to deliver culturally competent and effective interventions, treatments, and preventative measures. Black women have made significant advancements in the areas of education, economics, business, and politics, and now is the time to see similar advancements in health. So while progress has been made, there's still a lot of work to be done. And we know that's true with every cancer. There's so much progress that we've made over the last 110 years as an organization, but every single one of us knows that there's still more work to be done. Since 2010, death rates from cancer have declined by 2% per year in Black women, which is fabulous. But Black women are 8% less likely to be diagnosed with cancer than white women, but 12% more likely to die if diagnosed. So these are the disparities that we want to understand why women of color are experiencing a cancer diagnosis differently. And the only way that we can really understand this across a wide population is by doing these cancer prevention studies. So like I said, feel free to check out the website voices.cancer.org if you want to learn more. If you would like, or somebody who would like to get signed up to participate in this study and be able to help us save more lives in the future, check out voices.cancer.org and get signed up when registration opens in California in May. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Abby. Appreciate the news that we can use. All right, we're almost towards the end here, folks. So here we go. Our event leads is planning a lovely holiday mixer on Tuesday, December 12th. It'll be at the Henry Mayo Center, which is a building across from the hospital. This is open to all of you, to our ELT members, to our team captains. Yes, you can bring a significant other with you or a guest with you to this. We'll have information posted on the website if it's not on there already. And if you'd like to be part of our potluck for this, we'll also have a link on there for those of you that would want to help contribute towards a potluck, so we can have some tasty little tidbits and some drinks and what have you. Event leads, anything more you want to add to our holiday mixer? Because this is also when we draw for our Hope for the Holidays winner as well, too. So, we're going to have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, like Jen said, it's going to be a fun event and we would love to see all of you guys there. So please definitely consider coming out. And if you do want to be a part of the potluck, like Jen said, we have a sign-up sheet and we'll get that on the website so that you can sign up if you want to participate in it.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. All right. And our team meetings, like I said, we're going to be starting up our team meetings in January, and it'll be at the Henry Mayo Center. I don't know the room numbers yet because it might change from month to month, but it'll still be in the same building. So, but we'll have plenty of signage out there for you. There's plenty of parking. There's actually 2 parking structures on either side of this building, so there's plenty of parking there. Doors will open at 6:30, and we'll begin our meeting at 7. And that, yes, we will work to, we'll figure out whether we'll be doing the Facebook live stream or if we're able to continue to use Microsoft Teams. I don't know. We're going to figure out all those details on that one of how it could still be streamed online and people could still participate. But we hope you have the opportunity. It'll be on the second Tuesdays of every month, starting in January, our team meetings. So we hope you can come on out, and we have our campsite selection at the end of April. And then it's Relay Day. So we're super excited, folks. I mean, we're already underway. I'm taking a quick look here. How much money have we already raised so far? We're already at, of course, my website's going, oh, wow, we've already raised over $7,700 so far to date, folks. That's pretty impressive.
And that does not include BARC dollars. Remember that too.
So that's a pretty good start. One more thing that I forgot to add on here, corporate sponsorship. So we have the forms already on our website, but this is the time of year. If you work for a company or you know of a company, when they're planning out their budgets, here's an opportunity for them to be part of our become a corporate sponsored. There's so many different levels and so many different opportunities for them to participate. So you can find everything on the website. You can be able to download the link. We're constantly updating it. Thank you, Teresa and Rana, for taking on the website and constantly updating it all the time there. So we hope to add more as Relay moves forward. So with that, folks, thank you so much. We wish you wonderful Thanksgiving coming up. We can't tell you how grateful we are for you, for everything that you do, no matter how big or small. We're so appreciative of everything that you help with funding the mission of cancer. Our cancer patients and survivors in our community need us. They need us more than ever. We want to make sure that we're there for them in any way that we can be. So thank you so much, everybody. And we hope you can come out to our holiday mixer. So happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate, and a happy new year. We'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Thank you, Jen.